Okay, so many people have asked me for beginner running tips. I'm a high school senior cross country runner. I've been doing cross country since the seventh grade, and I absolutely love it. I know my ropes around the sport pretty well, so I thought I would get on here today and answer some of those questions. Now, I didn't even know where to start with this video because I got so many questions, which is great. Please keep commenting, please keep asking questions, and I am so happy to answer them all for you. So today I'm going to start a new series, running tips for beginners. So I'll try to do these videos like once every week, once a week, once every 2 weeks. I don't know, I'll see. First, today though, we're going to start with how to actually get into running. So let's do it. And I also get a lot of questions on the gear I use, the socks, the shoes, the watch, the water bottle, the bag, all of that. So to make things super easy for you, I will put all my Amazon links in the description below so that you can see my tried and true gear and you can try it out for yourself because I have tried a lot of things and these are the things I use every single day that work well for me. And also, it's Prime Week right now, so hey, why not save what we got it? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to start running, how to not feel like you're dying during workouts, and how to build up distance without burning out. So let's get into it. Okay, so first, how to get into running. First of all, don't start by running every day. Start with running a few days a week and then gradually incorporate like one more day every single week until you get to 5 or 6 days per week. Your body will thank you. What I mean is you don't want to start just running 6 days a week and then just start from scratch like that. No, not good. That's a recipe for injury right there. So what you want to start doing is just start running 2 to 3 days a week, and then once you get the hang of that, then start adding a fourth day. Once you get the hang of that, after maybe 2 weeks, add a fifth day, and so on. I wouldn't recommend running every single day, 7 days a week. You need a rest, like chill, girl. So I run 5 to 6 days a week. I incorporate strength training as well to prevent injury and to get the gains. And that's what has really helped me become a stronger, faster runner, not starting all at once. Another great way to start running is, and what I did after a long break because I broke my hip last year, what I did was the run walk method, which my cross country coach taught me. So basically, to start running or start again after a long break, you're going to alternate running and walking. So I would go for 30 minutes, 25 minutes. I would run for 1 minute and then walk for 3 minutes. And then I got that down to where I was running for 3 minutes and then walking for 1 minute. And then I got that down to where the walk interval was 30 seconds. So basically, just run and walk and alternate doing that until you get down to just running a mile straight. And from there, see how far you can go without stopping, you know? For me, when I first started high school cross country, I couldn't run 3 miles without stopping because middle school races where I live are only 2 miles. So I ran a 5K without stopping, and I was like, great, I feel great, I'm going to go from there. And I got all the way up to 8 miles without stopping. So you really just got to build up, and trust me, consistency is key. Don't give up. Show up for yourself day after day, and it will get easier, I promise. But if you just start running and you're like, oh, this isn't easy, I guess I'm not a runner, you're never going to get anywhere. Don't have that mindset. Keep trying, and it gets easier and way more enjoyable. Something that I learned the hard way when I first got into running was blisters are a thing. Calluses are a thing, and unfortunately plantar warts are a thing too. And something that helps tremendously is socks designed for running. So I went to my local running shoe store and they recommended this, but I have these socks. They're like the Belega ones, but a lot cheaper. I got them off of Amazon. They came in a pack of, I think, 6. I love these ones for the summer. They have this cute little tag thing up here. And then in the winter, I like these ankle socks because they keep my ankles warm. These are designed specifically to keep your feet, keep moisture off, prevent blisters, prevent chafing, prevent that sort of thing. I'll put the links to both of these socks in the description below. I highly recommend these because athlete's foot is not fun and blisters are not fun. So these are also a great, aside from great shoes, I would recommend these two as the number one thing for beginner runners. Okay, the number one thing people ask me is how do you not get so tired on your runs? And I get it. But it's probably not what you're doing on your run that's making you tired. It's probably what you are not doing before your run. If you are running on an empty stomach, you're going to have issues. The way my dad put it, it's like putting gas in a car. If your car has no gas, you're not going to go anywhere. So if you yourself have no fuel in your body or no water, no hydration, you're not going to get very far without getting tired, are you? I used to not eat anything before I ran because if I did, it would make me feel like I was going to throw up, and I have a fear of throwing up. I worked on that though. You have to kind of train your stomach similarly to, like, you have to train your muscles if you're going to get stronger. If you want to be able to run and feel good after eating, you need to train your stomach. So I started with a big spoonful of peanut butter, got that up to 2 big spoonfuls of peanut butter, and then I made my protein balls, which I will link. They went viral on TikTok, guys. I love my protein balls. Now I can stomach my protein balls, and I can stomach a whole breakfast before a run. Really, you just want to get something in there, wait like an hour, let it digest, and then go run. And train yourself. You'll eventually adapt and get used to it. It's a lot easier than it's a lot harder than I make it sound, I know. But that's a big way to not get tired on your runs. Another thing on that same subject is to drink water. Drink water, oh my gosh. If you don't drink water, you're not going to perform well, you're not going to feel good, and it's not going to be good for anyone, especially on hot race days during cross-country season. My goal is I try to drink 1 to 2 of these entire big hydro flasks. I think this is a 40-ounce hydro flask. I will also link this in the description because I love it, and I love hydro flasks so much. But I keep this with me always, and I try to drink 1 to 2 of them a day, especially when I have longer runs or especially when it's hotter outside. Another way to not get tired is to cross-train. So on days when I feel too tired to run, or when I just don't want to run, or I can't because of the weather, I do either a stationary bike, or I swim laps, or I do the elliptical. Let me tell you, the elliptical, as much as it sucks, as much as I hate it, it really helps build endurance and stamina. It really, really helps. So if you can use an elliptical, I would recommend it. I even just add 10 minutes of the elliptical at the beginning of my strength training days, and that makes a huge difference. Like, I hate the elliptical, but I'm sorry, I kind of love it for the little endurance boost it gives. Also, last thing on this point is slow down. Like, most of your runs should be on an easy pace, and by easy pace is different for everyone. My easy pace before I got hurt used to be around 8 minutes flat. Now it's probably more of a 9:30 pace. But as you keep working and as you build your stamina and your endurance, it will come down. But basically, your easy pace is the pace at which you can talk comfortably and you feel like you can hold a conversation or you can keep going for a while. So find your easy pace and try to stay at that pace for most of your runs unless it's like a dedicated speed workout, which we can get into in another video. So, you're running, you're not dying, and now you want to go further. Let's talk about how. First thing is you should take care of your muscles. So, strength training is super important. That helps me go further without getting injured, helps me feel stronger, but also on the flip side, you also want to be taking care of your muscles by letting them recover. And one of my favorite ways to do that is stretching, yes, but also foam rolling. Another tip that helped me go further is to not increase your distance by more than 10% per week. So this is to prevent injury. So if you're running, let's say you're just started and you're at 11 miles per week. So the way I track this is I have a running notebook and I like to jot down my runs, but I also have Strava to help me track my runs. So if you're running 11 miles per week, don't go up to 20 miles next week because that will probably hurt. You don't want to do that. So if you're running 11 miles one week and you want to increase, maybe go to 13 or 14 the next week. See how you feel. Hold steady there. And then increase to 15 or 16. You know what I'm saying? Also, longer runs are not races. If you want to run far, you're not going to go fast. If you want to run fast, you're not going to go very far. Keep your long runs at an easy conversational pace. If you can't sing happy birthday, you're probably going too fast. So keep your long runs kind of slower because you're building endurance, not speed. That's the goal of long runs. The goal of workout runs is speed, but the goal of long runs is endurance. there are multiple factors that play into running. Different days are for different types of runs, and different types of runs help you build in different areas and get stronger in different areas. So keep your long runs slower and more of an easy pace, because going further is hard. Okay, if you made it this far, you're seriously committed, and I'm so proud of you. Don't forget to comment any other questions in the comments below or on my TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you need, and I am so happy to make more videos answering your questions. Again, I am going to turn this into a series about how to get into running and more beginner running tips. So if you have any questions, I've had other high schoolers ask me questions, middle schoolers ask me questions, I've had parents of cross-country runners ask me questions, so anything you want, ask me below, and I will answer, trust me. And also don't forget to check the description. I will put links to my other running related videos, what's in my cross-country bag, my injury story, my shoe reviews, all that stuff, so you can see what I think and kind of my journey. And I'll also put my links with some of my favorite running gear in the description below, so that you can go see what works for me, and hopefully it can work for you too. Make sure to hit subscribe, because next week's video is all about building a consistent routine and avoiding injuries. And go follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well, because I post some running stuff over there and it's super fun too. Also, feel free, I feel like I've said this a million times, but I really want to help as many people as I can, especially with cross-country season coming up. So feel free to ask me any and all questions, and I will be more than happy to answer. I read all the comments. I love interacting with you guys, and I love how far I've taken this platform. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you guys next time.